Marley was dead to begin with. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wondrous can come of the story we're going to relate. Scrooge knew he was dead. Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and he had been partners in business for years. When Marley died, Scrooge was his sole executor, his sole friend, and sole mourner. And even Scrooge was not so dreadfully cut up by this sad event, but that he was an excellent man of business on the very day of the funeral. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. There is no doubt whatsoever about that. The registry of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon the exchange for anything he chose to put his hand to. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone. Scrooge, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous sinner.
Bob Cratchit!
Yes, Mr. Scrooge?
Stop that infernal caterwauling!
Yes, Mr. Scrooge?
Insipid people singing their idiotic Christmas carols in my very door. Go on! Get away from my door! Go somewhere else! And bellow your blasted carols.
Sorry, Governor. It's an old custom at Christmas time, you know.
Yes, and I don't want any of your old customs. Take your fellow fools and go away. Christmas. Blah!
Right, sir, and a Merry Christmas. Anyway, sir, have you a penny to spare?
I said away with you!
Sir. Ah!
Good afternoon, sir. Is this the firm of Scrooge and Marley?
Good afternoon. Yes, it is.
A Merry Christmas!
Bah. Humbug.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead for 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night. I am Scrooge.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. 100 of thousands are in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses, are they still in operation?
I wish I could say that they were not. A few of us are endeavouring to raise a charitable friend, to buy the poor some meat and drink, and means of warmth. We choose this time because Christmas is a time above all others when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. As you are a man of means, I'm sure my friend and I can count on you to make a generous contribution in the spirit of the holiday. Or perhaps you would care to make a donation in Mr. Marley's name on this anniversary of his passing. What shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry at Christmas myself, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
Good sir, the union workhouses are dreadful places, where the able-bodied are worked like beasts of burden. Their dependents allowed barely enough food and shelter to keep them alive. Disease and death haunt these houses, I assure you. Many would rather die than enter their doors.
If they would rather die, they had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Allow me to remind you that it is a hard and unforgiving world. Those who make their way in it do so by dint of labor. What I have gained, I have earned with sacrifice and years of toil. I suggest you recommend to your poor petitioners that they employ themselves in a similar course of action. If you press me further, I tell you it is enough for a man to understand his own business, and not to interfere with other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Mr. Scrooge.
Good afternoon!
If it is aught for charity you seek elsewhere. Here's none to be found.
Indeed, I am sorry to hear that. Allow me to make a donation of my own. Not so much as Uncle Scrooge might well spare, but something nonetheless. The best of the holiday season to you both.
Thank you very much, sir. A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas. Humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle. You don't mean that, I am sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then, what right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah!
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmases on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep it.
Leave it alone, then. Much good may it do you. Much good has it ever done you.
There are many things from which I might have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say. Christmas among the rest. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time. The only time I know of, in the long calendar of the year, when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely, and to think of people around them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave, and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good, and will do me good, and I say, God bless it.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you will keep your Christmas by losing your situation. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Never.
But why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Ridiculous.
You never came to see me before I married. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Cratchit, show him to the door.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Cratchit, the door.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you resolute. We have never had any quarrel to which I have been a party, but I have come in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Out.
And a Happy New Year.
Out. There's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shillings a week, and a wife and family to support. Talking about a Merry Christmas. Idiots and fools. I'll retire to Bedlam. You, sir? You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient. Paying a day's wages for no work. You think it only fair I'll be bound.
It's only once a year, sir.
Only once a year, sir. A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Very well. Go home. Keep your Christmas. But mind you be here all the earlier the next morning.
Indeed I will, Mr. Scrooge. Thank you, sir. And Merry Christmas, sir.
Bah! Humbug.
Christmas Eve. The city clocks had just gone 7, and it was quite dark. Cold, bleak, biting weather. But winter had little influence on Scrooge. No wind that blew was bitterer than he. No falling snow was more intent. No pelting rain open to entreaty. He had made himself a sort of artificial winter that froze any that came near him. For it was his chief pleasure to walk along amongst his fellow creatures, distancing their pity or the ire alike. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say, with gladsome looks, "My dear Scrooge, how are you?" Even the blind men seemed to sense his presence and turn away. No man or woman ever, in all his life, inquired the way to such and such a place of Scrooge. Scrooge took his melancholy dinner in his usual melancholy tavern, and having read all newspapers, he beguiled the rest of the evening with the banker's book, went home to bed. He lived in chambers that had once belonged to his deceased partner, Marley. They were a gloomy suite of rooms in an alluring pile of building up the yard. It was older enough now, and dreary enough, for nobody lived in it but for Scrooge, the other rooms all being let out as offices. Once inside, he closed his door, locked himself in, double-locked himself in, and sat down before the fire. It so happened that, while he was ruminating, his glance did rest upon a bell, a disused bell, that hung in the room and communicated, for some purpose now forgotten, with the chamber in the highest story of the building. It was with great astonishment, and with a strange, inexplicable dread, that as he looked, he saw this bell begin to swing of its own accord.
Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge.
What do you want with me?
I want much of you, Ebenezer.
Who? Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
You're very particular for a ghost. All right, who are you then?
In life I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley? But you're dead. You died 7 years ago.
7 years ago this very night.
You are a ghost then.
What is wrong, Ebenezer? Do you not believe in me?
I do not.
You doubt your senses, Ebenezer.
Yes, because a little thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You can't be a ghost. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There will be more gravy than grave about you, whatever you are. Bah humbug! I tell you, humbug!
Boo.
Ah, there, you see? I do believe in you. You are a ghost, Jacob.
Thank you.
But why do you walk the earth, Jacob? Why do you come to me? Mercy! Dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me?
Men of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? And why do you come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men, and travel far and light. And if that spirit goes but forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world. Oh, woe is me. Did witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness. Look upon me. I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link and yard by yard. Is it sad and strange to you, or would you know the weight and length of this strong coil you bear yourself? It was always heavy, And as long as this, 7 Christmas Eves ago, you have labored on it since, it is a ponderous chain.
Ah, Jacob, old Jacob. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. It comes from other regions, Ebenezer Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. Nor can I tell you what I would. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walked beyond our counting house. Like me in life, my spirit never moved beyond the narrow limits of our money, changing all, and merely journeys now lying before me.
You must have been very slow about it, Jacob.
Slow,
7 years dead and traveling the whole time.
no rest, no peace, incessant torture of remorse.
Do you travel fast?
I travel on the wings of the wind.
I would think you should have covered a great quantity of ground in 7 years.
O captive, bound and double-ironed, not to know that any Christian spirit working kindly in its little sphere, whatever it may be, will find its mortal life too short for its vast means of usefulness. But to know that no space of regret can make amends for one life's opportunities misused. Yet such was I. Oh, such was I.
You were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business. Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but the drop of water in the comprehensive version of my business.
Oh, Jacob, Jacob. Don't take on so now.
Now listen to me, Ebenezer.
I'll listen to you, Jacob. You go on, Jacob. Now speak to me. But don't be so flowery.
Ebenezer, I'm here to warn you that you have yet a hope of escape in my fate.
You were always a good friend to me, Jacob.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Yes, Jacob. But go on, go on, go on. How shall I escape? Oh, I'm afraid, Jacob.
Without their visits, you cannot shunt the path I tread.
Is that the only chance and hope you mentioned? I think I'd rather not.
Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once?
Ebenezer, remember for your own sake what has passed between us. When the bell tolls 1, look for the first spirit.
Jacob Marley!
Scrooge followed Marley to the window, where he beheld a great crowd of spirits in the air. One ghost, he saw, hovered in a doorway and cried bitterly over a poor mother and her child he could no longer help. Terrified by the vision, Scrooge returned to his chair to wait the coming of the first spirit Marley had foretold.
The hour itself.
Ebenezer Scrooge, I have come for you.
Ah. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am the ghost of Christmas past,
Long past.
your past.
I wonder if you might, put a hat on?
What? Would you so soon put out, with worldly hands, the light I give? Is it not enough that you are one of those whose passions made this cap, and force me through whole trains of years to wear it low upon my brow?
I didn't mean to offend. What business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Well, I'm much obliged. But I wonder if a good night's sleep would be more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
Good heavens. I was bred in this place. I was a boy here. Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Let us go on.
These are the shadows of things past, Ebenezer. They have no consciousness of us.
Why, it's just as I remember it. My old schoolroom, you see. And there I am. How astonishing.
Lively there.
A solitary child.
The others have already left for the Christmas holidays.
But the school is not quite deserted yet. Look there, a boy sits reading.
It's about Robinson Crusoe and his parrot. Poor Robin Crusoe, he called him, when he came home again after sailing round the island. Poor Robin Crusoe, where have you been, Robin Crusoe? The man thought he was dreaming, but he wasn't. It was the parrot. Poor boy. I wish. But it's too late now.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing.
I see a tear upon your cheek. Do you call that nothing?
There was a girl singing a Christmas carol at my door last night. I should like to have given her something, that's all.
Come along then. Back upstairs with you.
My trunk. I need my trunk for when I go home, sir.
You'll not be going home this Christmas, little Ebenezer. Upstairs with you now.
Perhaps there's been a mistake. I know my father.
This was not the only Christmas he spent reading here. But let's see another Christmas.
Scrooge's younger self suddenly morphs into an older boy, and the room becomes a little darker and more dirty. The panels shrink, the windows crack. Fragments of plaster fall out of the ceiling. But his former self is still alone. All the other boys have gone home again for the holidays.
Fan.
Ebenezer! Dear, dear brother! I have come to bring you home, dear brother! To bring you home, home, home.
Home, little Fan?
Yes! Home, for good and all. Home, for ever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be. That home's like heaven.
For you, perhaps, but not for me. He doesn't know me, or even what I look like. Same as I hardly know you, now that you're quite a woman.
He spoke so gently to me one dear night when I was going to bed that I was not afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me in a coach to bring you. And you're to be a man, and are never to come back here. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long, and have the merriest time in all the world.
You are quite a woman, little Fan.
Oh, brother!
Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered. But she had a large heart.
So she had.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children.
One child.
Your nephew Fred.
Yes.
Look you on this place, Ebenezer Scrooge, a busy thoroughfare of a city, where shadowy pedestrians pass and shadowy carts and coaches battle for the way. Here too it's Christmas. See you the warehouse door? Know it?
Know it? I apprenticed here. Why, it's old Fezziwig, bless his heart. It's Fezziwig alive again.
Old Fezziwig lays down his pen and looks up at the clock, which points to the hour of 7. He rubs his hands, adjusts his capacious waistcoat, and calls out in a comfortable, oily, rich, fat, jovial voice.
Yo-ho there! Ebenezer! Dick!
Dick Wilkins, to be sure. Bless me. Yes, there he is. He was very much attached to me, was Dick. Poor Dick. Dear, dear.
Yo-ho, my boys! No more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Let's have the shutters up, before a man can say Jack Robinson. Hill-hi-ho! Clear away, my lads, and let's have lots of room here. Hilly-ho, Dick! Chirrup, Ebenezer!
In a minute, Dick and I had every movable packed off, the floor swept and watered, the lamps trimmed, fuel heaped on the fire, and the warehouse was as snug and warm and dry and bright a ballroom. A fiddler with a music book tuned his instrument and started to play. Everyone came. Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. 3 Ms. Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable. 6 young followers whose hearts they broke, entered all the young men and women employed in the business, one after another, and they danced. When the clock struck 11, as the party wound down, Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig took their stations, one on either side of the door, and shook hands with every person individually as he or she went out, and wished him or her a Merry Christmas. When everyone had gone but the two prentices, they did the same to them.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small,
What a sweet old man is Mr. Fezziwig.
the sweetest. Did you see him dancing with a missus? And a look on his face.
Oh yes,
He was in heaven, and fully deserved to be.
Fezziwig spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
It isn't that. It isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Say that his power lies in words and looks, in things so slight and insignificant that it is impossible to add and count 'em up. What then? The happiness he gives is quite as great as if it cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing particular.
Something, I think.
No. I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Let us look at a later Christmas. Young Ebenezer is now a grown man, released from school into the world, his father dead. A promising, independent young man with business prospects and every hope of happiness before him.
The spirit waves its hand, and years pass. Now appear Belle and young Scrooge.
It is but another year, Belle. After waiting so long, surely 1 more year is no great thing. My apprenticeship is but lately finished, my investment still in doubtful state.
Another year, Ebenezer. When are we to be married?
Very, very soon. I promise you, my love. Only let us wait until we are sure of our prosperity.
It cannot be. It was the same with you last Christmas and the Christmas before.
But this year will be different. Mr. Marley speaks of setting up a money-changing business in the city, in which I am to be made partner.
Mr. Marley? Oh, he is a rare man.
He is a man of business, Belle, and a very good one with sound sense. I would do well to become such a man in the world.
I do not like him, Ebenezer. He has a cold heart and an evil eye. Do not enter into this compact with him.
Mr. Marley has promised me an important position, and a half share of profits. Come now. He is not such a wicked man as you think. And if he is, I follow him but for my own gain. He has no sway over my heart as you do, Belle. What of Mr. Marley, then? He shall but help us to make our fortune.
You are already more like him than you know.
Belle, I have hopes and expectations that will soon come to fruition. I am sure of it. Just another year, that is all. And then I shall feel our happiness together is secure.
Our happiness? No, Ebenezer. I see too well another idol has displaced me in your affections. Alas, if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol could displace you, Belle?
A golden one.
You find fault with me because I care for money. For the money to assure our happiness. Our money, Belle. Oh, this is rich. This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
Too true. Too true.
You fear the world too much, Ebenezer. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, until the master passion, gain,
engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown wiser to the ways of the world, what then? I am not changed towards you, am I?
Let us go. I wish to see another scene.
The contract of love between us is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Let us go. Spirit.
Your own feeling tells you that you are not what you are.
These are the shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
Belle.
For the love of him you once were, I release you with a full heart. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me?
One shadow more.
No more, no more. I don't wish to see it. Show me no more.
Look. A room, not very large or handsome, but full of comfort and Christmas decorations. All is quiet.
Falling snow is visible out the windows. Near the fireplace sits a beautiful young girl, nearly identical to Belle. Belle herself, now a comely matron, is also by the fire, sitting opposite her daughter. Ebenezer Scrooge gazes upon them in awe, particularly the daughter. I suspect it must have staggered Mr. Scrooge to see these women, especially the younger one, because had he played his cards differently, a woman such as she might well have called him father and been like a springtime for him in the haggard winter of his life. Of course, he might well have had more than one child. It staggered him even more to see the man she had married, a Frenchman no less.
Belle, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Who was it?
Guess.
How can I? Tut, don't I know? Ebenezer Scrooge.
Scrooge it was. I passed his office window, and as it was not shut up and he had a candle inside, I could scarcely help seeing him. His partner lies upon the point of death, I hear, and there he sat, alone. Quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Spirit, remove me from this place.
I told you, these were shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me. I cannot bear it. Leave me. Take me back. Haunt me no longer.
Think on what has passed, Ebenezer Scrooge, and know yourself.
I did right. I had no choice. Should we have married on no more than the expectation of riches? A family like Cratchit's? Impossible. I made my fortune. Could she have but waited? I was a boy, a fool. Take care for her. Enough. I will not think on it. And yes, my nephew, Fred. Poor Belle. No more. No more, I say! Were not 3 spirits prophesied me? What time is it now? Let me see. I must stay awake and keep a lookabout. Let them come. I have passed so far a strange and terrible night. And I doubt anything between a baby and a rhinoceros would astonish me.
The hour was drawing close, against which the coming of the second spirit had been foretold. Scrooge was on his guard, for he wished to challenge the spirit on the moment it appeared and did not wish to be taken by surprise. Now, being prepared for almost anything, he was not by any means prepared for nothing, and consequently, when no shape appeared, he was taken with a violent fit of trembling.
Ho, ho! Ebenezer Scrooge! Come closer, and look upon me! I am the ghost of Christmas Present. Have you never seen the like of me before?
Never.
Never walked forth with the other members of my family?
I don't think I have. I am pretty sure I would have remembered it. No, I am afraid I have not. Have you many brothers and sisters, Spirit?
More than 1,800 to date.
1,800! A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. If you have aught to teach me this night, let me profit by it. I went forth before upon compulsion, but I learnt a lesson which is working on me now, and I am humbler than I was.
Come with me. Let us visit a Christmas present of someone you know.
He said that Christmas a humbug, as I live. He believed it, too.
Scrooge found himself in the home of his nephew, Fred. The walls and ceiling were hung with living green. Bright gleaming mistletoe and berries glistened, and such a mighty blaze went roaring up the chimney as Scrooge's dingy house had never known. There were turkeys, geese, mince pies, plum puddings, red-hot chestnuts, cherry-cheeked apples, and seething bowls of punch that made the room dim with their delicious steam.
Oh, Fred.
Is that my niece, Caroline? Very pretty girl. Exceedingly pretty girl.
More shame for him, Fred.
I should very much like to meet your uncle, Fred. The droll way in which you portray him makes me curious.
That's the truth, my dear. He's a comical old fellow, and not so pleasant as he might be. However, his offences carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm sure he's very rich, Fred. At least, you always tell me so.
What of that? His wealth is of no use to him. He don't do any good with it. He don't make himself comfortable with it. He hasn't even the satisfaction of thinking that he's ever going to benefit anyone with it. For I don't expect we shall be in his will, my dear Caroline.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I am sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims? Himself, always.
Indeed, I think he loses a very good dinner. Really, Fred, I think you're being awfully charitable.
If that's so, it may be because my mother, God rest her saintly soul, was very fond of him. She loved him.
But do go on, Fred. He never finishes what he begins to say. He is such a ridiculous fellow.
I was only going to say that the consequence of his taking a dislike to us and not making merry with us is, as I think, that he loses some pleasant moments, which could do him no harm. I am sure he loses pleasanter companions than he can find in his own thoughts, either in his mouldy old office or his dusty chambers. I mean to give him the same chance every year, whether he likes it or not, for I pity him. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but he can't help thinking better of it. I defy him, if he finds me going there, in good temper, year after year, and saying, "Uncle Scrooge, how are you?" If it only puts him in the vein to leave his poor clerk £50, that's something. And I think I shook him yesterday. But this is dreary talk for a Christmas party. Let's have a game.
What shall we play?
They played at forfeits and blind man's buff. There was music, and Scrooge's niece played the harp, among other tunes, a simple little air, which had been familiar to the Scrooge as a child, and affected him greatly now. They all played a game of how, when, and where, and 20 questions, which Scrooge joined in, wholly forgetting in the interest he had in what was going on, that his voice made no sound in their ears.
No, 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 no.
Does it live in the country?
No.
Then it lives in the city. Is it kept in a cage or on a leash?
No.
A live animal. An animal that growls and is of savage nature. Found in the city, but not kept in a cage or on a leash. Extraordinary. Is it a dog?
No.
A bear?
Could it be a bear?
No.
It was a sound guess. Excellent young woman. Very intelligent.
Not a horse, or a cow, or a bull, or a tiger, or a dog, or a pig, or a cat, or an ass, and you say it walks the streets freely, not made a show of, not housed in a menagerie, never brought to market, a rather disagreeable animal.
Most perplexing.
Does it talk, Fred?
Yes.
Talk?
A talking animal?
Yes.
Then I know, Fred, I know! It's your Uncle Scrooge!
Yes.
Fred! For shame.
You might have said yes to the bear.
That's not fair. When I asked, is it an ass, you should have answered yes.
Well, He has given us plenty of merriment, I am sure, and it would be ungrateful not to drink his health. I say, Uncle Scrooge, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man, whatever he is. He wouldn't take it from me, but may he have it nevertheless. Uncle Scrooge.
We have more to see. Let us visit another Christmas in another part of the city.
What has ever got your precious father then? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha warn't as late last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Why, bless your heart alive, my dear. How late you are.
We'd a deal of work to finish up last night, and had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Well, never mind, so long as you are come. Sit ye down before the fire, my dear, and have a warm, Lord bless ye.
Where's Father?
He's been to church with Tiny Tim. He'll be home directly.
How is Tiny Tim, Mother? Any better at all?
Sometimes I think he is, and sometimes I think, oh dear God, if anything should happen to Tiny Tim.
Mother, you mustn't think on such a thing.
Oh look, your father's here.
Martha, welcome home, my dear.
Merry Christmas, Father, and you to Tim. Oh, you're a darling.
And how did little Tim behave in church?
As good as gold, and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people in church saw him, because he was lame, and it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. He's growing stronger and heartier every day, isn't he?
Yes, dear, he is.
Mrs. Cratchit turns with a very, very small Cornish hen on a tray, which she sets on the table.
The goose is cooked.
Not much of a goose.
Let us give thanks, my dear, for this and our good Lord's many other gifts. For what we are about to receive on this blessed Christmas Day, may the Lord make our hearts truly thankful. And we are truly thankful, aren't we, children?
A breathless pause as Mrs. Cratchit, looking slowly all along the carving knife, prepares to plunge it in the breast. But when she does, and when the long-expected gush of stuffing issues forth, one murmur of delight arises all round the table, and even Tiny Tim, excited by the two young Cratchits, beats on the table with the handle of his knife and feebly cries, "Hurrah!" In a moment, everyone's mouth is full.
I don't believe there ever was such a goose cooked, so tender.
And delicious.
And big.
And cheap.
It's lovely, Mother. This, a goose, we shall remember for as long as we live.
Thank you, Martha. I can't stand to look at the pudding. Suppose it should not be done enough. Suppose it should break in turning out.
Suppose somebody should have got over the wall of the backyard and stolen it while we were eating the goose. Oh, a wonderful pudding. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
The family drinks and gets to work on the pudding. Tim sits very close to his father's side upon his little stool. Bob holds Tim's withered little hand in his, as if he wished to keep him by his side and dread that he might be taken from him. Scrooge watches them with fascination. It's a side of Cratchit he's never thought of. Without taking his eyes off them, he nods to the spirit.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, no. Oh, no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here. What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, not adamant, forbear that wicked cant, until you have discovered what the surplus is, and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Oh God! To hear the insect on the leaf pronouncing on the too much life among his hungry brothers in the dust.
Mr. Scrooge.
Scrooge looks up, startled to hear someone call his name. Bob Cratchit holds a glass up to him, making a toast.
I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, on which one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, have some charity. It's Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake, and the day's, not for his. Long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
I see I am the ogre of the family.
Now the room, the fire, holly, mistletoe, turkeys, pies, pudding, fruit, and punch, all vanished instantly, and they stood in the city streets on Christmas Day, where the people made a rough but brisk and not unpleasant kind of music in scraping the snow from the pavement in front of their dwellings and from the tops of their houses. The house fronts looked black enough, and the windows blacker, contrasting with the smooth white sheet of snow upon the roofs, and with the dirtier snow upon the ground, which last deposit had been plowed up in deep furrows by the heavy wheels of carts and wagons into thick yellow mud and icy water. The sky was gloomy, and the streets were choked up with a dingy mist, half thawed, half frozen. There was nothing very cheerful in the climate or the town, and yet was there an air of cheerfulness abroad. He walks past a couple of familiar faces, the two good ladies who paid a visit to Scrooge the day before, seeking a charitable donation. They stand off to one side, surveying the scene with mixed emotions.
Quite a turnout.
More than expected. We haven't enough funds to last until next week.
Something will turn up, I'm sure. It's been a long day. Thinking about going home to the family?
No. Thinking about selling a watch.
The watch reads but a few minutes before midnight. But spirit, I am unchanged outward by you. You go markedly older.
My life is very brief, Ebenezer. It ends tonight.
Tonight!
Tonight at midnight.
Forgive me if I am not justified in what I ask, but I see something strange, and not belonging to yourself, protruding from your skirts. Is it a foot or a claw?
It might well be a claw, for all the flesh there is upon it. Look here!
From the foldings of its robe, it brings two children, wretched, abject, frightful, hideous, miserable. They kneel down at its feet and cling upon the outside of its garment.
Oh, man! Look here! Look! Look! Down here!
A boy and girl, yellow, meager, ragged, scowling, wolfish, but prostrate too in their humility. Where graceful youth should have filled their features out and touched them with its freshest tints, a stale and shriveled hand, like that of age, has pinched and twisted them and pulled them into shreds.
Spirit, are they yours?
They are man's, and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both, and all of their degree. But most of all, beware this boy. For on his brow I see that written which is doom, unless the writing be erased. Deny it! Slander those who tell it ye! Admit it for your factious purposes, and make it worse, and bide the end.
Have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
The church bell strikes 12. Scrooge looks about him. The spirit is gone. Another, a solemn phantom, draped and hooded, comes like a mist along the ground towards him.
Midnight! Spirit, do not leave me, Spirit. Heavens, what comes here? Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen, but as I believe your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company, and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, lead on! The night is waning fast, and it's precious time to me, I know. Lead on, Spirit. Yes, I know these gentlemen. I know these men, perfectly. Men of business, very wealthy, and of great importance. I've made a point always of standing well in their esteem. In a business point of view, that is, strictly business. Well, old Scratch has got his own at last, eh?
So I am told.
I don't know much about it, either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die? Last night, I believe. Why? What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life I don't know of anybody who will go to it. Suppose we make up a party and volunteer.
I don't mind going, if a lunch is provided. But I must be fed.
Well, I am the most disinterested among us, after all, for I never wear black gloves and I never eat lunch. But I'll offer to go if anybody else will.
Cold, isn't it?
Seasonable for Christmas time. You're not a skater, I suppose.
No. Well then. Good morning.
When I come to think of it, I'm not at all sure that I wasn't his most particular friend, for we used to stop and speak whenever we met. Bye-bye. I am rather surprised that you should attach importance to conversations apparently so trivial. They must have some hidden purpose, or else you wouldn't be showing them to me. Is that right? They could scarcely have any bearing on the death of Jacob, my old partner, for his death was in the past, and this is the future. I can't help but notice that this is my accustomed corner, and I see by the clock that this is my usual time of day for being here. but I see no likeness of myself. Not that I'm surprised, you understand. You see, I've been revolving in my mind a change of life. And I should like to think, that is, I rather hope, that my not being here is the result of my having carried out some resolutions regarding...
Look here, old Joe, here's a chance. What I say is every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did, Lord knows.
But that's my room. What are these horrible people doing here?
Now that's true indeed, Mrs. Dilber. True indeed. No man more so, and that's a fact.
What is the meaning of this, Spirit? Of whom do they speak?
Very well then, that's enough. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No indeed, Mrs. Dilber.
If he had wanted to keep him after he was dead, the wicked old screw, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying there gasping out his last alone by himself.
That's the truest word that ever was spoke. It's a judgment on him.
You open that bundle, old Joe, and let me know the value of it. Now speak out plain.
This is disgusting. I can't look at this. Haven't you anything better to show me?
I always give too much to the ladies. It's a weakness of mine, and that's the way I'll ruin myself. Nah, what do you call this? Looks to be bed curtains.
Aye, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took 'em down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do, and why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it, Mrs. Dilber.
I certainly shan't hold my hand when I can get something by reaching it out for the sake of such a man as he was, I promise you, Joe. Careful now, those be his blankets.
His blankets?
Who else's do you think? He isn't likely to take cold without 'em, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching, eh?
Don't you be afraid of that. I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things if he did. Ah, you may look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. Ha ha ha! This is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he was dead. Ha ha ha!
Spirit. I see. I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own, I see. My life tends that way. That is the lesson I am to draw from this poor man's fate, is it not? But let's leave this place of death. Dreadful spectre, what would you show me? No, let us leave, Spirit, this fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its Nessun, trust me. Is there not one person in this great city who feels some sympathy and pity at this wretched man's death? Is this the end of all, then? Oh, let me see some tenderness, or this dark chamber will forever haunt my vision.
And he took a child, and set him in the midst of them.
Mother, please.
Oh, my son, my little son. I loved him so.
Oh, Mother, it's almost time for Father to be home. You mustn't let him see you crying.
You're right, Martha dear. It's just the light. The colour hurts my eyes. There, they're better now. It makes them weak by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. I think he's walked a little slower than he used to, these few last evenings, Mother.
I have known him to walk with...
Oh, heaven! Tiny Tim!
I have known your father walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very, very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him so that it was no trouble. No trouble. And there is your father at the door.
Don't grieve so, Mother.
Good evening, my dear.
You're late, Bob.
I went to the churchyard today. I wish you could have gone, my dear. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on Sundays. My little child, my little child. I happened to come across Mr. Scrooge's nephew just today in the street, and he said to me, "I am heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, and heartily sorry for your good wife. If I can be of service to you in any way," giving me his card, "that's where I live." Now, it wasn't for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
He is indeed. I shouldn't be at all surprised, mark what I say, if he found Peter a situation.
Only hear that, Peter.
And then Peter will be marrying and setting up for himself.
Ha ha ha, get on with you.
As likely as not, one of these days, though there is plenty of time for that. But however and whenever we part from one another, I am sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we?
Never, Father.
And I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
Oh, that's cruel. Very cruel indeed. Spirit, can't you give me one ray of hope that Tiny Tim shall live? Spirit, I have been considering what I have been shown this night, and by the spirits of Christmas past and present, and I am thinking of putting into practice some changes in my life. Let me behold what I shall be in days to come. My counting house is yonder. Where are you taking me? Merciful God, what is here?
Does this belong to the wretched man of whom those people spoke?
I see by your gesture that you wish me to approach and look upon his grave. Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question, kind spirit. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of the things that may be only? Men's courses foreshadow certain ends, which, if they persevere in, will come to that end. But if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Is that not so? O Spirit, say it is thus with what you show me now.
Full of dread, Scrooge approaches and reads his own name upon the gravestone.
No, Spirit. Oh, no, no, Spirit, hear me. I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I must have been but for beholding this. Why would you show this to me if I am past all hope? Good Spirit, your nature intercedes for me and pities me. Assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year long. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone.
The third spirit disappears. Scrooge looks around him.
Can it be? You there, I say, if you please.
Me, sir?
Yes, yes. Sweet, fresh air. Heavenly sky. Oh, glorious. Glorious. What's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why Christmas Day, sir?
I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night. Of course they can. They can do anything they like. I say, do you know the poultry shop in the next street but one at the corner?
I should hope I did.
An intelligent boy. Remarkable boy. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one.
What, the one as big as me?
Delightful boy. A pleasure to talk to you. Yes, my lad.
It's hanging there now.
Is it? Go and buy it. No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it. Oh, and this is for you, eh? Must get ready for Fred's party. I hope he'll let me in to dine with them after all. I'll send the goose to Bob Cratchit's. He shan't know who sends it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Good morning, and a Merry Christmas. Ooh, I'm as light as an angel, as happy as a schoolgirl. My dear lady, how do you do? It sends a pang across my heart to remember what I said to you yesterday in my office.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness to put down my contribution of... I prefer to whisper this.
Oh, Lord bless me. My dear Mr. Scrooge. Are you serious?
A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you come and visit my office tomorrow?
I will. Thank you, Mr. Scrooge. And bless you.
Scrooge makes his way to his nephew's humble abode and knocks on the door.
Why, bless my soul. Uncle Scrooge.
It is I, Fred, your Uncle Scrooge. I have come for dinner. Will you have me up?
Have him up? It's a mercy he didn't shake his arm off. Dear heart alive, how his niece started when Scrooge was brought up. But she recovered herself instantly, and Scrooge was invited in. Nothing could be heartier. She was just as Scrooge remembered her, and so was the jollity and the music and the games, at which Scrooge seemed to have a special knack for guessing correctly. Wonderful party, wonderful happiness, wonderful Christmas. But he was early at the office next morning. Oh, he was early there, for he had set his heart on being there first and catching Bob Cratchit coming late. And he did. The clock struck 9. No Bob. 1:15. No Bob. He was full 18 minutes and a half behind his time. Scrooge sat with his door wide open so that he might see him come in.
Mr. Cratchit, what do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir, very sorry. A bit behind my time.
You are? Yes, I should say you are. Step this way, if you please.
It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I'm afraid I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
Were you indeed, sir? Now, I'll tell you what, Mr. Cratchit, I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I have decided to raise your salary.
Mr. Scrooge? Sir?
A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavour to assist your struggling family.
I don't understand, sir.
I have a great many things in mind, Bob. I understand you have a young man in your household in need of a position, and that your child, Tim, is in need of medicines. We will discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a Christmas bowl of smoking bishop.
Thank you, sir.
Well, come on then. Make up the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old world knew. Some people laughed to see the change in him, but he let them laugh, and little heeded them, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happened on this globe for good at which some people did not have their fill of laughter. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. In later days, it was said of Ebenezer Scrooge that he knew how to keep Christmas in his heart all year round. May that be truly said of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us,
everyone.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some, 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 now bring us some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For your life, for your life, for your life, so thanks for our tidings we bring to your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And long good we got some, we long good we got some, and long good we got some, so thanks for our dear good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.